Hi everybody and welcome to this week's Tune In Tuesday. This week's episode is for all of you Poldark fans out there who are starting to get withdrawal symptoms since the series finale a few weeks ago. Now this is because I am heading deep into Poldark territory as I walk along this coastal path to Porthmere Beach. This was one of the most memorable moments of the Poldark series for me, as this is where it was filmed Aidan Turner walking out of the ocean topless. But unfortunately today I'm not down here looking for topless Aidan Turners. I'm actually on a hunt for plastics, but also I've had a lot of reports to me over the last few weeks of some big bonfires that have been happening down here on the beach, and a lot of rusty sharp nails have been left behind. So I've come down with my giant magnet and I'm going to see how many nails we can find. Beach, and there's been a huge dump of seaweed, which usually means there's going to be quite a lot of plastic down here, so I can't wait to get started on my beach clean. But also we've got not one, not two, but 3 burn scars where people have had big bonfires. So I'm going to root through those with my magnet and my gloves and see how many nails I can find. So that's the first fire pit done, and in that one I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49 nails. Now I know for a fact that some of our volunteers have been walking along the coastal path this summer and seen these fire pits with the nails left in them. So Kevin, Sharon, Sue and Brian and many others, and they've been picking up nails every time they go past. So I know that if they hadn't have done that we would have found a lot more today. But this is just the first fire pit. I've still got 2 more to do, so let's see how much we find in the other 2. This one in front of me here by far looks to be the worst one. I can literally see hundreds of nails without even having to use the magnet, and big old things like this. What on earth have they been burning, and how can somebody leave this beach in a state like this? been doing this one fire pit for nearly an hour now, and I've got about a quarter of my bucket filled with sharp rusty nails, nuts, bolts, all kinds of horrible things, and it's just relentless. Every time I think I'm done, I'll move a rock or a piece of sand and I'll just find hundreds more. I'm not going to sit and count them now because it is starting to get dark and I still have another fire pit to do. So what I'll do is when I get home, then I'll count them and we'll find out the true extent of this problem. So 2 hours later and all 3 fire pits are done. In the first one I found 49 sharp rusty nails, and in those last 2 I got all of these. Now as I said, I'm not going to stand and count them now because it is starting to get dark and I still need to do my beach clean. But what I'm going to do is as soon as I get home I'm going to count them and, as I say, see the true extent of this problem. But I just really cannot believe that somebody would do this. My beach clean done, and actually there was a lot less plastic than I thought there was going to be, so that is a huge positive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the litter and the plastic that I've just taken from the beach and add it to this, which is usually left down here at Porthmere because it is a very inaccessible beach. So people do come down, do a beach clean, and then realise that there aren't any bins and they'd have to carry all what they've found along the coastal path. So a lot of people just leave it here, so I'm going to take that away now. There's also a lot of dog poo bags in there, which really, if people had things like dicky bags, they could carry them with them until they find a bin, but it's no problem, I'll take it away with my litter. But whilst I'm here, that I did see on Facebook that actually a lot of the wood that was used for the fires that I've just been cleaning up after was actually taken from the fence posts protecting the coastal path, protecting people not falling off the coastal path. So I'm just going to walk a tiny bit of the coastal path and see if any of the fence panels have been taken down, and it would give an indication that it's that's been burnt, vandalised, burnt and left the nails behind. So let's go see if we can find that. So I haven't even walked 10 metres along the coastal path and I've already found what looks like a stash of wood ready to be burnt on the next fire. And you can just see this is a bit of a pallet here. How many nails are in each plank? And this is what's being left behind. The wood's being burnt and the nails are what's being left behind. So what I'm going to do is I cannot carry this myself along the coastal path back to my car, but we can drive the Beach Guardian truck down here and we'll load it up with this to prevent it being burnt. So I've made it up onto the coastal path just above Porthmere Beach, and the fence here that has been put in to protect people, families, children, dogs from falling down the cliff, on every single section a plank, a piece of wood has been removed and left the coastal path completely unprotected. Nails are poking out. This is the wood that's being burnt down on the beach. The nails that I've just been picking up have come from here, leaving the coastal path completely unprotected, and it's a long way down to fall. So I've done my beach clean, I've removed all the nails that I possibly can from the 3 fire pits, and I've found the source of the problem, the destruction, the vandalism of the fence posts along the coastal path. Now I've got to lug all of this stuff back up to my car, get home and count the nails and see how big the problem really is. 1,928. That's how many very sharp, very long and very rusty nails I've just found down on Porthmere Beach. And this has left me feeling really quite upset actually. And I've decided to go with the assumption that whoever did this didn't know that you aren't supposed to take apart the fence protecting the coastal path, and didn't know that you aren't supposed to leave nails on the beach that could be so harmful to so many different people and animals. So just for the record, if you are having a fire down on the beach, please just use natural untreated wood. Please do not take apart the fences along the coastal path. And if you leave nails behind, please pick them up, but you shouldn't be burning pallets. If you have a fire, please completely douse it in water to put it out, and do not put sand over it and try to bury it, because the sand can insulate the hot ashes, and when people don't know it's there, children, barefooted children or anybody or dogs, they can burn their feet. So please just remember those points. And I don't like to have a moan or point the finger, so instead of leaving the Tune In Tuesday on a negative point, I'd like to end it on a positive, in that it is my grandma's birthday today. So I just wanted to wish my Nana Kelly a very happy birthday, and I hope you'll join me in that too. As always, thank you so much for watching this week's Tune In Tuesday. Any comments, any feedback, any questions, please comment it in the comment section below, and I'll see you next week for next week's episode.